All right, moving on to our final topic. It's going to be how to build the best armor sets for Trials of Osiris. So this is going to be a lot about your play style and what works. So again, we're going to turn to Patrick. Patrick, let's start with hunters. You're a hunter, right?
I am.
Yeah. So what's your ideal intellect? No, intel. Is it intellect or intelligence?
Intellect.
Intellect.
Yeah.
We're going so intellect, discipline, strength. What's your ideal loadout there?
Well, if you've seen my PvP footage, I use throwing knives a lot. So discipline and strength are my two biggest things. However, that's probably not the best thing that you should be going into trials with, because throwing knives are they're really finicky to use. So intellect and discipline, I say for pretty much all classes, is going to be what you want to use, because you want your super up quicker to be more of a threat in between rounds. You want your grenades up quicker because grenades are just devastating when used properly there. Strength, I just don't see it being used that much in Trials of Osiris.
Yeah, you're not going to be, if you're up close and you punch somebody, you're dead.
Yeah.
It's just not a viable option. Even with the Titan charge, that won't necessarily drop somebody, especially if power matters, right? So if they have full armor, I think they're left with like a sliver. Like if they have flame shield on and you punch them.
If they have flame shield on, yeah, they'll live. Yeah. But if you're just going up against someone normally, Titan charge will kill them. I think it does like 240 or something.
You actually talked about a loadout where with a bubble punch that actually seemed to work really well.
For normal Crucible, yeah, it works
for
really
crazy people.
For crazy Titans, so pretty much every normal Titan, if you want to use a defender build where you have a lot of strength and try to keep your force barrier up, and then use the gauntlets that allow you to extend the duration of force barrier, that's an interesting build. It's more for like rumble things like that, but for trials, it won't work too well in there, I don't think.
Probably won't do too well. What about Warlock class? What are they gonna do?
I'm having a very difficult time justifying running anything but Sunsinger. Because that resurrection, as we saw on the Bungie stream, as I experienced, to my dismay, the Sunsinger res is just so powerful. So it enables you to come back from a certain loss. It enables you to kind of help out your teammate a little bit more. You can pop it while you're still alive to mitigate some damage. It's a very, very vital role, I'm gonna say. In a 3v3 team.
It buffs your teams too if you pop it, right?
You have to spec for the Sunsinger talent, I think.
That could be a viable option, though.
That's a good point.
Everybody has more grenades. Just throw 800 grenades over there and hope you get somebody.
Yeah.
What about chest piece then? Like chest piece, are you going to use your helm? I think Praxic is the one that gives you the extra grenade, right?
Heart of the Praxic Fire.
Starfire Protocol gives you two.
Starfire Protocol gives you 2 fusion grenades.
Right.
Personally, I as far as class loadouts go, I think at least 2 people on your team should be running the Resurrection armor piece, whatever it is for your class. Because if 2 people have it, that means everyone will benefit. Even if that one person goes to res the other guy, they'll be able to benefit from it. And then if the 2 guys that have the chest or the armor piece, that'll stack and be really, really quick res. So that's something to take into account.
Yeah, I mean, I do think, you're just saying on the quick res, make sure that at least 1 or 2 people. You were saying 2? You think need
I'm
to make
saying
sure?
2 because that means everyone's covered. Absolutely, everyone's covered.
Yeah,
it's a good point. So it's like I normally wouldn't wear the Light Beyond Nemesis helm, but in this case, I think it's going to make a lot of sense.
In this case, resurrections really matter. In normal 3v3, who cares? But in trials, you need to be paying attention to resurrections. You want to be spending as little time resing, as much time evading or attacking.
Yeah, and I think with that helm, you can actually run by and you can hold down the res. You don't have to stop. So.
All right, so here's my loadout. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to run a Titan, 50% intellect, 100% bonus on discipline, and a little bit in strength, like 50 value in strength, not 50%. It'll give you like a 15 to 20% boost there. But mostly, I really, really want the intellect and discipline boost. Discipline has to be at 100. And for chest piece, I'm going to run armamentarium, so I just have a grenade at all times.
Yep.
What do you guys think of that? That's my plan.
Sounds like a good plan. I mean, I think it depends on play styles.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you're going to be a striker or a defender?
I'll probably do striker. But if I have to switch it up, I'll just go to bubble, you know?
Yeah. Lightning grenade. Having 2 lightning grenades is brutal in PvP. Being able to either keep people from, going one area, you can lock off something, you can finish off one person, tossing that on top of a Sunsinger's body just in case they happen to res. It's powerful.
That's interesting. Yeah, I was really wondering how bodyguarding and stuff will end up going in a match like this. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you know what you're going to run?
I don't yet. Like I said, I normally wouldn't wear Light Beyond Nemesis. It sounds like I need to adapt to wearing something like that. It sounds really smart. For sure, I will be Sunsinger. I tend to like the Starfire Protocol, though, and this is where there's a problem with the exotics. I like it because I love Angel of Light. That's the ability to hover, and I love having 2 grenades while I do that. So, I don't know. I think I got to figure out if I need 2 grenades is really what it's going to come down to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just want to – I love Angel of Light. It's just awesome. Sometimes I'll do it. You hold it and you hover a little bit, and it's just a cool perk. So, I don't know. We'll see. I like thinking about, obviously, discipline and intellect, but part of it, too, is those only go so far. The armor perks like we're talking about, 2 grenades or quick res can go maybe even farther than recharging some of your stuff.
You have to balance it, right?
Indeed. So it's going to take a lot of playing around. I mean, I think the weapon sets are probably really the first place to start. Because if you don't have that right, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, armor is very important, but weapons also, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
You just have to have a solid loadout that you're familiar with using.
Right.
Patrick, what's your loadout going to be?
I'm probably just going to go in there with my current loadout, which is Knucklehead Radar as my exotic. I really like having my radar up at all times with my primary. I really like the awareness that it gives. That's my main thing. Plus, it gives strength, which is my discipline strength is my current loadout. And then gauntlets that give hand cannon reload. So that's what I'm going to be going in there with at the start. I can see myself changing depending on what the new exotics actually do.
Yeah, we don't know much about them yet.
We really don't know. We know that the RAM for Warlocks looks amazing.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
It does look awesome. True. What does it do? Yeah, I mean, they have new perks and stuff that we're not totally aware of yet, so it'll be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, hey, Patrick, that's all we have time for today. I want to thank you, though, for coming on the show and talking
thank you for having me.
About stats and everything. It was a pretty high-level show today. We talked a lot about, hyper-analytical stuff with Trials of Osiris and how we're going to go into it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Fran, you wanted to plug some stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe just first, again, as a reminder, where can everybody find you, Patrick?
You can find us at planetdestiny.com, or if you want to contact me, Holtzman, HOLTZMANN _PD on Twitter. You can find me there.
Cool. Yeah, just a reminder, where to find IGN and the Fireteam chat. You can watch us on Xbox One app. You can watch it on your PlayStation 4 app. You can download the podcast on iTunes. And if you do, be sure to drop us a review. Take a moment to do that. The podcast actually has been doing really well on there. Yeah. And, of course, you can find us on YouTube and many other places. And thank you guys, everyone, for watching. And also get in the comments. I just want to address, and there's going to be now more comments, but there's a lot of haters that ask, why do you still play Destiny? And it just kind of irks me. So get in the community, right? If you're listening, it would really be awesome to see you in there. And actually, I hop in the comments. Destin does.
I try not to get mad, but I usually do.
Yeah, I know, for sure. I mean, it's just nice to interact with you guys. And then I'm always looking to play raids and stuff, too, with folks. FM3 is my PlayStation name. I actually have a stack of invites that I need to get through because I'm reading. If there's a message in there, I'm taking that time. So sorry if I haven't gotten back to you. But love the Fireteam chat crew that's out there. So thanks, everybody, for watching and listening.
Yeah, and follow our Facebook group. It's Fireteam Chat on Facebook. Yeah. And if you ever want to play with me, just follow me on Twitter at Destin Legary. Every once in a while, I put a call out like, hey, I need help. Anybody around, send me your PSN. And, that's probably the best way to play with me. Unfortunately, I have like 700 friend requests, and I can't accept them all because PlayStation goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Anyway, Twitter's a great way to do it. So.
Yeah, Twitter's a great way to just, interact and...
looking for groups and matches.
Looking for groups, etc. Thanks, everybody. That's all we have time for today. Fran, you want to do this in unison?
Yes, I do.
All right, that's it.
Guardians out.
So cheesy.